Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. Just before the light turns green, I would like to just highlight what happened just now. Actually, I am in Pekan Nenas, and as you can see in front of us, there is a traffic light which is red right now. I'm the first car in front, but actually almost ran through this red light because I was not looking at this red light. I was looking at the red light in front, the traffic light in front, which is green right now, and it was green. So I I didn't stop. I didn't intended to stop, but then at the very last minute, about another 20 meters, I saw that the traffic light that I was supposed to stop was actually red. So I slammed on the brake and did an emergency stop. uh, I don't know, maybe because I'm not used to going through this road. It's like only once a month, so I'm not very familiar with it, and I was not aware. But at the same time, those two traffic lights were built too close to one another. So I think it's much better if they just break one of them apart and just leave one of it over there, and then for the others to go to the other junction that they have broken down and take away the traffic light junction. They've just uh, block it there and then just make a U-turn on the traffic light to get to the uh, junction that they want to turn in or turn out, right? It's very dangerous. Okay, so as you can see from my thumbnail, this is an experiment on how I've installed my Insta360 ONE X2, which is like slanting 45 degrees backwards towards me. I want to see how much difference does the microphone gain will be much improved if I do this. I mean, it's about 6 to 7 inches closer to my mouth, and me being a soft-spoken, although I'm trying my best to practice and train myself to be a loudspeaker and be a good vlogger. So this is the solution that I came up with. I will not know until I do the editing, but until then I'm just going to mumble and talk about life, which is today is a Monday, the 4th of September, and it's 4 minutes to 1 in the afternoon. So today I'm just going to talk about Monday blues. Yes, Monday blues. Let me tell you some history about Monday blues. I never knew about Monday blues until I was about maybe 24 when I started working. No, I started working when I was 22. But then, only after I've reached 24-ish, I've realized that Monday blues exists. I mean, somebody created it, and it's some sort of like a thing where it's a negative thing to have, actually. I mean, it shouldn't be a Monday blues. The blues shouldn't be existing and in any days of the week, of the month, of the year. It's a negative thing. Now, once again, this is my own opinion for you to judge. And so that was the history of Monday blues. I mean, at least in my life. And I would like to emphasize what is Monday blues. Well, it's a feeling And to me, it's a mindset. I mean, Monday blues is like a day, a feeling that you should be feeling down and acting slow on every Mondays, because mostly everybody, started working on Mondays, but not for us in Johor, which we have practiced taking our off days on Fridays and Saturdays, especially for those serving in the government sectors. But for the rest of us, we still start on Monday. I think government staffs would have created by now a Sunday blues, or maybe Sunday purple, if they don't want to reuse the words blues again. So Monday blues for us in the private sectors, it's a mindset. I mean, everybody has just started working, as I have mentioned before, and it's just like a car that you have placed and leave it for a couple of days, and then you started the engine, and the engine needs to be warmed up. So same as a human, we are trying to warm up our engine and our brain, our mind, to be able to start working actively after a couple of days of off days, and doing our own maybe hobbies or spending our time with our families. So that is why we within those couple of days, we can say, I can conclude that we have grown lazy. So that is why on Monday morning, especially when you are not ready during the Sunday night, you should be back at home early and sleep early and do your planning what you're going to do on Monday morning. And if you don't do that, if you do not get prepared for it, you wake up on Monday morning, oh, Monday blues. I mean, you have to go to work. If you do not like your work, and not much of it, if you like your work, I don't think you will have a Monday blues like me doing my clowning. I love doing my clown shows. So Monday blues never exists, or any day of the week, right? Alright, now I was saying that Monday blues is a mindset, but I never say that it doesn't have anything to do with our physical condition. You know, like after you've taken an off days on Saturdays and Sundays, probably you went to uh, play some football or futsal, or you went to the gym, right? And then you get too exhausted, and on the Mondays you will not feel fresh. So Monday blues has also something to do with your physical condition. So my advice is, do not spend too long outside on Sunday's evening. uh, Come back early, tune down if you just came out from partying. So come back home, get ready, take a warm shower, maybe drink a mug of warm milk, and go to bed early. But not before you do your planning on what's the first thing you want to do on the Monday, right? Because when you are prepared for this, when you wake up on the Monday morning, you will not feel very exhausted, because you will be excited to start your Monday, because you already know what to do and what to expect. So physical condition is also important to fight the Monday blues. Okay, now uh, Monday blues. Some people really suffers from Monday blues, uh, because you can see if you go to any fast food chain on Monday, if they also practice the Saturdays and Sundays off days. Well, of course, some of them will be working on Saturdays and Sundays, and they have their rest days on Mondays. But those who took their off days on Fridays and Saturdays, and then if it's your fate and destiny, or it's your luck that when you go to those restaurants to have your breakfast, and you meet those youngsters that you can see their face is so grumpy, they want to eat you, you know, they want to really scold you, but they cannot because the customer is always right. But at the same time, they are having Monday blues because they are not prepared for Monday. So Monday is something that you have to be prepared to, in order for you to do not have Monday blues, right? But basically, Monday blues is something, is a negative feeling that you barely like your career or your job. So, as I was saying, if Monday blues exists, uh, I'm sure that others will call Tuesday orange, Wednesday black, uh, Thursday pale Thursday or something like that. You know, Monday blues shouldn't be existing. You know, it's some sort like somebody created it, and it's kind of like a trend for everybody to practice it, and they just like saying, sorry, I'm not going to be performing and as well today because I'm having Monday blues. That is not a good thing to use as an excuse. As I was saying again, I would like to repeat, be prepared for your Monday, or else Monday blues will surely come into your way, directly into your face. So don't use Monday blues as an excuse that any other colleague in your office will excuse you for being grumpy and for throwing some things on the table and banging the doors, or even doing the task that you are supposed to do like half of the speed that you are supposed to do. Everybody has KPI, you know, a key performance index that your bosses or superiors place for you, has planned for you, because KPI is not something that they just created it, you know. They have some formulas that they have to use to be able to create the KPI. So I don't know, bosses, when I was saying about bosses, probably bosses too will be experiencing Monday blues if they do not have a proper boss's mind, right? Actually, they are supposed to give the good example on not practicing Monday blues for everyone. You know, Monday should be a happy, cheerful day where you come back from your off days and you meet your pals and your colleagues. You know, so just Monday blues shouldn't spoil the KPI that your company has created. You know, KPI is something, it's a theory, it's a plan to make sure that the company runs like wind up clock, well oiled, and at the end of the day or the month, the company gains profit from your customers, and this is what making sure that you get paid at the end of the month. So if you are thinking about your own pocket and your own salary, you should think about your company's profit and collection from your customers. And in order to do that, Monday blues should be demolished. So yeah, uh, my last words for today, my last sentences: be prepared on every Sunday evening before you go to bed. Get well rested. Turn into bed early. uh, don't stay up too long for your partying, and before you go to bed, maybe take a warm shower, take a warm cup of milk, and at least plan for what you have to do when you wake up on Monday morning, at least until the afternoon, because once you've reached 12 o'clock or 1 p.m. on your Monday, and then everything should be fine, because the rest of it, like you're gonna have lunch on your Monday, and then after that, about around 2 something, 2 o'clock, you will just take about 3.5 or 4 hours left for you to go through before Monday is gone, and Tuesday is, your body has been warmed up, and Tuesday shouldn't be a problem. So for that, I would like to thank you for joining me, and yeah, again, back to my Insta360 One X2. I'm doing an experiment, slanting it 45 degrees towards me, to make sure that to make it nearer to my mouth, about 6 to 7 inches, and I will see what the result is when I do the editing. So with that, thank you for joining me, and take care. I will see you in the next video. Cheerio.